We are on limited time. I'm your host, Scab. I've got Shane, the phenomenal camera guy, with me.
How's it going, everybody?
We're going to talk about combat knives, this one in particular. We're going to work on our project. I'm going to show you this ferrocinium rod. I think I said it the same way twice. We might do a little knife sharpening with our diamond stone thing here, but we got about 6 or 7 minutes. The big thing here, guys, is we're at 99,846 subscribers. So I never ask y'all to do this, but if you ain't subscribed, man, subscribe, help a brother out. Let's get to 100K. Now, thank you, sir. Thank you. I know we're a little behind. If you're coming in the room, say hello. I want to do that. Guys, I'm actually working on the wee stonefish. This is, if you're not familiar with him, Michael Emler over at Crazy Sharp, veteran, been a little time downrange. Rock Crawler, what's up, Bubba? So Emler designed this, Michael Emler at Crazy Sharp. This is his take on a combat utility knife. Now, that word gets thrown out, and I think the guy in us wants to go straight to the fighting. We want to talk about the fighting and all that stuff. Here's the deal. I've never served, never been in the military, so I can't tell you what's a good combat utility knife. I say I've been stabbed. I wouldn't call it stabbed. I'd call it more juked. You know what I'm saying? FU crew, what's up, brother? My dude from Chicago. So I've kind of been juked. I've been sliced. And just between me and you, y'all don't tell nobody, but I was getting kicked under a car one night, and my Gerber Gator Maya ended up in a young man's leg. It ceased the fight. He screamed, I screamed, we all screamed, and that was it. But I'm going to be honest with y'all, and y'all never hear me talk about this or try to talk tough. You ain't going to kick me but once or twice. I'll take one or two. You know what I'm saying? After that. But let's move away from that. I can't tell you what's good for combat. I can't tell you what's good for any of that. I can tell you what a good utility knife is. And I see where Emler's going with this. A smaller knife, easier to wield. I'm working on the full review. It's a tough knife. I want to say that's probably G10, but I'm probably wrong. It might be micarta. It's a good looking little knife. So y'all put in the comments, Greg, what up? What up? Glades Hunter, Kathleen, good to see everybody. Hey, listen, guys, I got Shane running the camera. Dwayne, what's up, bro? He's going to say hello because y'all know me and I'll get tied up. We're still working on our block. We've got our little combat utility knife. Of course, I got my Work Tough Gear, Nomad Bushcrafter. That's probably one of my all-time favorites. My Rosecraft Tarcanus died today. 30 days, that ain't bad. Dong's in the house. So let's do this. When I was at Blackie's this past trip, I spent a lot of time with William Collins, one of my favorite knife makers, one of my favorite people to talk knives with. And man, if I'm truthful, and I need to be truthful, I can hone up a knife, I can mechanically strop a knife, I can get a knife hair popping sharp. When there comes to a damaged knife or one we've just ran in the ground, I need a little help. I'm just not going to lie, but I asked William Collins what he thought about these DMT stones. He loved them, which I was kind of surprised. Usually I'm wrong about everything. This Rosecraft is dull because we cut. Shane, pan to that 4,000 bag pound of sand for me.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
There in the center.
Thank you, sir. Shane, tell them what happened to that bag.
It got wet on the bottom, which is the only part that it really matters.
And what happens when it gets wet?
All the sand in there comes solid, and it won't come into our little hopper machine right there.
Thank you, sir.
So we can't use it very well.
And Shane Shane does all kind of things. He's learning the powder coat, but he is my guy I go to for sandblasting. So when you can't sandblast, pan over to that gate right there, Bubba.
There you go.
Thank you. That gate has to be sandblasted, and if it's mud, it ain't blasting. So to make a long story short, yesterday was day 29 on this Rosecraft. and I cut that bag, and I think Shane's probably dropped this knife in the sand a time or two if he was being truthful, which is okay, because I would rather him drop it in the use of it than not have a knife. But it's just, it died. I mean, it died, and then, yeah, that's coming on pretty good. That's coming on pretty good. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to...
It is hot out here in Florida today.
Yeah, we're in the 90s with the heat with the, what do they call it, Shane, real feel?
Yeah.
It's like 105.
Oof.
So what I'm going to do, guys, is this little Rosecraft, it's making some pretty nice little shavings. What I'm going to do with this little Rosecraft, guys, is I'm going to bring it back to life, probably get it home and mechanically strop it. Now, when y'all hear me say that, I'll show y'all one day. I just haven't really showed anybody what I mean by that, because I don't want somebody to screw up a knife and go, if Gab said. But I use a work sharp. I freehand it. I have absolutely quit using any kind of pull sharpener. And the reason, guys, the reason I'm using this blue side here, this is the rougher side. However, this is an older one. A lot of that diamond's gone. So if I'm being truthful, this would be more of a polishing one here, real polishing. I've got to buy me a new one of these, but this is working pretty well. And again, I do not in any way, shape, form, or fashion consider myself an expert sharpener. I can get a knife sharp. I mean, I can do that. But guys like Peterbilt Knife Guy, that dude can, man, that dude's like next level sharp. Eric Hussein, next level sharp. That's kind of where we're going. And a lot of you guys know how to sharpen a knife. That's nothing new. It's nothing, that's nothing new for you guys. But we're going to bring this knife back, and then we're going to do a tri-stick. Man, y'all tell me what you're carrying today. We got about 2 more minutes. We're going to go. I had planned on working on my little project a little more, but then I got enamored with doing this. Shane, let's see what we got here. Now I want to show y'all. See that sand coming off of there? This place eats up a knife. It destroys a knife. But let's see.
Especially a folder.
Yeah, it'll eat it. It'll destroy a folder. And I honestly, that's what got me into my pocket fixed blades. And I know we said this was a combat utility knife, and we're going to demo it as such. But to be honest with you, that's maybe a little big for a pocket fold or pocket fixed blade. That's as big as I like to go. But I tell you, I like this blade shape. And again, Michael Emler, Crazy Sharp. If y'all aren't familiar with him, do so. He's a vet. He's a good dude. Let's see what we got right here, Shane, just real quick. Yeah, it's coming on. It's coming on. Let's do it one more time. Now, we'll put a little more work into it. And one thing, Scott, you talked too soon. One thing I want y'all to note, guys, is this. It's one thing to dull a knife. I had someone ask me, Scab, why don't you sharpen it up and see how hard it is to bring back to life? Guys, we're not far. Now, just playing around right there, it needs some work. But I don't have any nicks. I don't have any chips. So a little bit of stropping. I'll tell you what, we're at probably 99,850. Todd, what's up? Hey, good seeing y'all. Listen, guys, we're at probably 99,850. If we got time tomorrow, Shane, let's go live. Why don't y'all join us back here in the morning? Let's see how the Rosecraft, if we were able to sharpen it back up, see if it came back to life. It's held up pretty good. I love y'all. I appreciate you joining me. We better bail out of here before I get in trouble. I'm Scab.
I'm Shane.
You're not, and we're gone, son. Thank you for your time.
Again,
love y'all.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you.